Привет, everybody. Welcome to the show. We are live. I can hear myself in the background, but all is good because life is well, and we have some more Counter-Strike for you. A little bit unexpected, but it is the final of the starter division. First place will not only get their fair share of $5.25 thousand, but they will also qualify for the invite division where they'll be playing with the big dogs, my friend Austin. SODMG up against Ascension. Let the games begin. They're the cursed Ascension, of course. Let's get into the server.
Indeed, we got maps Mirage, Nuke, and Overpass as the decider, so a solid bout of maps as well. So we start off with a pause, but it is looking like it will be a solid best of three series, and like you mentioned, at stake here, not only is a nice chunk of change, but that chance to play an invite, that spot in the invite division, which this past season housed teams such as Lazarus, ATK, and many other notable teams in the North American scene. So making it into that invite division will be a great experience for the players who will get that right today.
No, I've seen some of these players play before. It's, of course, Chance. Chance is kind of a surprise to see on this roster. He's actually really talented, so I'm kind of looking out for him as well. And, of course, Ayumi, these guys are all, no strangers to some of the higher leagues on the different platforms. But this is by no means a low-skill finals. There's a lot of good players in here. Of course, there's, Salsa, the big boy from SOAR, and a bunch of players in here who I imagine will be hitting some insane clips. And what better map to start it off than Mirage? But let the games begin. It is going to be cursed on the CT side. They picked up a kit, they picked up a smoke, and they seem to be heavily stacked towards that B site. And of course, a lot of stacks is always in effect, so it is going to be an A hit here with Chance getting gushed immediately for only 20 damage, but he will fall off, and he will give away that site and let the games begin.
Boy, the bomb's an app, and I think it's the go, all four go A, go B strat with the bomb. But right now, it seems to be trades across the board, and it seems to be favoring the CT side. Now the bomb is hitting its stamina to open it up. He has Carson on site as well, and that will go down. There is a kit on Chance, but right now, B site is overtaken, and the clock is ticking. But Magister coming with the USP on Catwalk, looking for damage, and the CT rotations have finally arrived. But nobody on SODMG really over-aggressing. Carson going for some peeks, actually finds the kill on a Chance. A nice long-range block shot. And now Salsa's gone as well. And Carson's going to add it all up. 3 quick headshots for him from the backbench position. And SODMG have a nice and damaging first-round win.
Wow. He's going to start us off like this. Okay, Carson, we see you. See you. Eyes on you, my friend. Let the games begin. Cursed Ascension. They're not liking the way this second round force buy will look, so they're going to go for the full save. Looking for those AUGs, looking for those M4s the next round to follow. Carson is looking to farm up some stats as well in down middle right here, where the stack is for both teams. And there it is, the platinum weapons. 1 kill for the CT side, and I think that would be all that she wrote. And that is all that she wrote. I don't know why she writes so little, but that's all that she wrote for now, Boggs.
For now, but we still have a multitude of rounds upcoming. And I have to say, too, for a USP stacked down mid, getting 1 kill ain't too bad. I mean, it's better than nothing. And
okay.
Here we have it.
If you put it that way, if you put it that way, yeah, I agree with that one. Oh, man. But here we go. Yeah, this is the buy coming out right here for Cursed Ascension side. They're going to be, with a pretty standard setup. No kits on hand, which means retake A might not be the most viable strategies, especially if they lose that bomb site early. But right now, it seems like SODMG is all the way up towards upper B, so I don't think it'll matter just yet.
One thing to note, too, none of the players on the CT side have helmets, and there are 2 MAC-10s in play. But right now, it's the M4 to do the first damage, making a second and a third! Magister doing all the work. He upgrades to the AK, but there's still more to find as Penny goes down to Zebra, and Ayumi will soon follow suit. And Cursed Ascension, what a flawless victory on that B hole.
Yeah, that's exactly what they needed too, right? Let's get that money set. Let's get that economy going up in flames as early as possible. And now they went from, rifles, no utility, no kits to full utility, full kits on every single player. Not quite out of the reset territory yet, but hey, off to a great start. Now, SODMG, the tables have turned on them. They're the ones with the limited economy. But they will have the weapons that they need for now. Ayumi on the AWP glass cannon. That might come into play shortly, but right now he's in top middle, holding for any sort of aggression with the bomb placement and the player placement here. The body language suggesting this is going to be a fast hit towards the A site.
It is 3 fast kills going the way of SODMG. The glass cannon op finds its mark as well, and Momo's on a perfect flank and con. And B-Hoppin is down for the count. Yenny will be B-Hoppin no more. And now Zebra is going to run for the hills. No reason to commit for a 1 versus 5. And that is an answer back if I've ever seen one from the side of SODMG.
Back-to-back flawless rounds. This is going to be an interesting best of 3.
Indeed it is, but you mentioned it in the pre-match. No shortage of skill on the server. We're seeing it right here. There's been some really nice opening shots from both sides. Some great individual plays, Carson and then Manchester. And nice teamwork from SODMG in this round to secure the game, or secure it. Zebra will be shot in the back.
Wow,
Stamina to find him. And actually, that, if I'm not mistaken, that might have been a team ace.
I wasn't looking out for that, to be honest. What I was thinking about was the fact that if Zebra had survived, they actually might have justified the force buy. But now with him falling, he can't drop a weapon over. So they are, in fact, going to go for the pistol armor on 2 players and upgraded pistols on the rest. Nice nade stack onto Ayumi early. It's going to reduce his confidence for sure. Now, Carson found the opening frag here onto Magister, trying to get a little bit cheeky inside the halls. There's still heavy player presence here for Cursed Ascension. And if SODMG isn't careful enough, they actually could find themselves either losing the round or a lot of economy.
Indeed they do. They've already lost 2, but now Carson's here. He's gotten a 3rd on the spray on the chance. And now B-hopping. There are 2 players low who could fall to a body shot dive by the Desert Eagle. But right now the bomb will go down, and it is SODMG's round to lose. And B-hopping has lost his life as Stamina will put a round through his face. And 4 now on the board for the T side.
Okay, the economy has recovered. Still a single up here for Cursed Ascension. They're not looking for that double up bread and butter just yet. No player has sacrificed any utility for that kit, which I'm a little bit surprised and slightly disappointed, but sure that will not come into play because I don't really see any retakes on the map. Yenny's looking for that early mid frag, but they've slid past him. Wait, he has no idea they're up close and personal. That could actually catch Cursed Ascension off guard here.
Oh, that could be bad. Momo gets the trade on a chance. That's a nice way to start it off, but Salsa still holding strong from the scaffolding on A for more damage. We'll get mollied out from under Valve, but still, man advantage to the side of Cursed Ascension, and the smoke will let him live for now, but a leg shot or a wall bang will hurt him, and Momo has found a second frag, and B-hopping will answer back, however, as Penny now hits the dirt. Momo is so low, 9 HP. Ayumi has the op in hand, but B-hopping has an angle, and there goes Ayumi. Momo will find a kill after time after his death and after the round with the Molotov, but Cursed Ascension, they've won both their rounds without kits. Maybe kits are some bad luck juju for these guys.
Yeah, maybe. Now they have kits. I'm scared to say it now that you put that in my mind, but I will still roll with it. They have kits at the very least, and they picked up the golden gun, which is the SG on the defense. That always makes things a little bit easier. Now Yenny with the AWP once again, looking to find that opening frag down in the middle. Looking for that gap. Nothing to find. But based on SODMG's positioning, it looks like they want to split onto that mid, gain control of it. They're going to push Yenny back here inside the window room. And I just learned that Penny is actually Bull. I know him as well.
It's hard to find people you don't know in the NA scene, though.
These are actually facts. I'm always looking to expand my player brain, but regardless, right now, SODMG are starting to get their grips on that A site. Boggs, they're pretty much all the way in. Stamina's lurking out. He's going to find the player top of the ticket booth. Maybe not. But Chance eventually answers back. He saves Yenny out of that terrible scenario, and somehow Cursed Ascension ends up with a 2-man advantage.
And Yenny's going to find a second kill on the op now. And one thing to note too, the bomb is all the way back. See, nobody on SODMG is in the vicinity to pick it up. So while they had all that mid control and the lurk out A, they really had no real chance to win the round besides eliminations because they lacked the objective. And right now, Carson and Momo have no utility at all. They have a dwindling clock. And now it's just Carson and a 1v5 at this point. I guess you just have to try and save. Maybe take an op out of the hands of Magister, but he is way too quick on the trigger. Carson will take a dirt nap as well. And Cursed Ascension now picked up 2 in a row. And actually, I think SODMG might be on the pistols.
Yeah, I'm going to have to agree with that one. I'm just still kind of surprised at the fact that a Cursed Ascension ended up with 5 players alive, let alone with even a round win. I'm surprised they got the round win. Definitely didn't think they were going to finish that with a flawless round. I mean, it seemed like SODMG had all the control. They had a player coming out Palace. He completely caught the Opera off guard and spawn, but here it is. Now they're going for the flood. This is a desperate attempt trying to get the bomb down, or maybe some opening frags, and they seem to have gotten at least 1 for now. Maybe that's all that she wrote, though. And yeah, it's over. 1 kill, no bomb plants. Magister and Chance wounded, but still alive. And things are tied up, 4-4.
What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. And
So they say.
they keep those guns, which makes that economy stronger.
Okay,
Yeah, actually,
I like it.
Champ and Yenny have a decent amount of bank built up.
Hey.
Oh, look at this play. Connor, he's in the right position. Gets a little bit of a rough spray on Sasa, but Chance, he will fall by a nice headshot. Yenny goes for the flick onto Palace, but it is not to happen. A site completely overwhelmed by the offense of SODMG. To be able to trade it back in the end. Magister actually able to convert the spray onto Ayumi, flips around and finds a trade, and that was a 3v3. This is doable for Cursed Ascension as they are here on the retake, and Yenny with a nice read finds stamina through the edge of a smoke. Penny or Bull will swing out but gets traded instantly, and Cursed Ascension are doing so much damage to the T side. Momo the last alive on bench between a rock and a hard place, but Magister is not looking the right way. I don't think anyone's going to expect the position from Momo. He does find one, but still, he has to take down Zebra. The bomb is not planted for Momo, however. The swing from Zebra will allow Momo to cross. SG's on both the hands of the players. The tap's going away as clock is ticking down. And Momo will make sure that the clock is no longer a factor as the SG round through Zebra's head will secure the lead once again for SODMG.
And Carson almost lost his mind there. But all things are well. Economy's still strong here for Cursed Ascension. I think if Zebra had a kit, he might have been able to just force that.
Probably.
He had like 4.8 thousand in the bank too, so he's definitely knocking on his head right now, face palmed.
What's the old adage, Roy? Don't be a loser, buy a diffuser.
Going that far back, huh?
That's about when I started playing this game.
But not right now. Carson, he's already lost his life, and he's been the hard hitter for SODMG, so they've lost their heavy hitter. The flashbang's not effective enough, but it's given Sauce enough confidence to find that opening frags, and they've now find themselves a two-man advantage and eliminated a lot of that mid pressure, so they can just focus on the sites. They don't really have to worry too much about mid control. They know that at least one or two players are there max. Salsa just needs to keep his life, get that information, maybe reposition for the retake, maybe get on their balcony, just so you're not in a compromised position. Oh, they're making a lot of noise.
Yeah, I think they've been heard too. Sauce is really close. They should be expecting this. And I think the rotations are going to come in. Magister looks to be heading towards CT. Never mind, going back towards B. But right now, I think all the cards seem to be leaning towards an A hit. Indeed, that will be the case from SODMG. There is 3 members of Cursed here to defend the side. However, Molotov ends up being that team Molotov. Sasa will trade out, but Ayumi will secure the site for now. The bomb can go down, but a smoke is lacking for CT. And here comes Yenny with the op. Yenny has destroyed Stamina's chances of getting the bomb down, and thus the chances of SODMG in this round as Magister will take down the low HP Ayumi. And we're all knotted at 5 apiece with only 5 rounds to go in this half. One thing to note though, SODMG still have 5 rounds already gathered on their T side.
You just stole the words out of my brain. You're on the same frequency I'm on right now. It's exactly right. I mean, they have 5 rounds. That's pretty good already, right? There's still room for more. We're on the 11th round, so I mean, they still have 5 rounds to go. If they pick up 1, 2 of those rounds, that's a pretty successful T side. Cursed Ascension.
Indeed it is.
They are gonna be just playing standard stuff. They know the economy is limited here for SODMG, so they will just play all the way back on A. They have 1 player underneath balcony. He has all the support that he needs. They have the opera out and window. That's a problem for me because look at this. Momo starting to pinch him out. He could find an op. He could find a player right here. He's walked past him. Oh, no!
Oh, man. I cannot say that knife was unjustified in that situation either. Might as well go for it. You're on a Glock, I think. He will get traded out in the end by Magister, but still. That's not only economic damage in as far as using an op and the 25 or 1250, I think he got the knife, but also the psychological damage from getting knifed in that situation as well, walking in the sniper scoped in and just getting the bayonet to the back. But now Carson will do what he can to try and avenge somewhat his fallen comrade. But I don't think he'll last much longer as the smoke is going to fade imminently. And soon his death should follow.
Yeah, I mean, even if he gets 1 right here, it'll be a string of luck, but nah, no chance. Weapons, armor, No way he was getting one there, but it is 6-5. They've regained the lead, and if they can finish this half 10-5, that would be a great finish for Cursed Ascension. So, I mean, they're off to a good turnaround right here. Their economy is almost stable as well, so they have that going for them, which is nice. But they're still going for the single op. It doesn't seem like they like that double op setup. Mid smokes are out, so damage back on the buy, and they seem like they want to pressure out middle this time around. Yenny will get smoked shortly. Vision is lost.
I feel like Cursed Ascension are kind of bottlenecking themselves when they get that double op setup in. It's limiting a lot of their aggressions. We see Sasa getting aggressive there in the palaces and taking down Carson, which is something you don't really see the ops doing, which is something I feel like you have to do on a double op setup, is at least in one of them to get aggressive and get that pick. If you can get that confidence with the rifles over the op, I think, yeah, might as well go for the single op setup. It's going to work better than double. It's also more economically stable, as Momo will find a trade against Chance, but right now, there's a lot of time, a lot of spread out positioning from SODMG, and a lot of places they can go.
And that's the beauty of mid control, right? Is it opens up so many paths here. Now Zebra's above, he spotted one, so they at least know that, okay, there are players out middle and there are players upper B, so this is definitely suggesting that B's play, they need to readjust their numbers as soon as possible, especially with Salsa being pushed up in ramp. Now Zebra flies in from the default position, finds one before he's eliminated, and that's going to leave Magister all by himself to defend until his teammate in market arrives and sets up.
Yenny is here, but Magister has now fallen, and Salsa is so low. 14 HP to his name. The op is on Yenny. They know where he is, but however, Salsa is that snake in the grass, that man who can come in on the ambush, and he's working his way through the apartments. Yenny scoping in, looking for damage. Right now, it's all the Sasa show, and it will have to be the Sasa show, as Yenny is no longer with us, and Sasa will take down Penny, whatever you want to call him. But Stamina will have a nice swing, a better swing, and the headshot to secure the round at that all-important 6th for SODMG.
Yeah, I mean, this is what we were talking about, right? Now you've gotten 6 rounds on the T side. This is already a really good start. And this game has been a battle. Like, no team has strung more than 3 rounds, and that was Cursed Ascension with 3 in a row. But it's just been 2 sandwiches. One team gets 2, maybe 1 in between, maybe 2 in between, and it just comes right back. Momo found the opening frag onto Zebra. Now Chance and his teammate and Connector are trying to fight, but they've already started to retreat. And this is kind of discombobulated because they called for the support. Now they're falling back, and it's just all over the place, and they've now suffered the consequences of that discombobulation. They've lost 2 players already. And SODMG is satisfied with that control. They're satisfied with the 2-man up. They're going all the way back to A. And Salsa, he's the only person who has a say in this right now. And he walks into an op, and that's now passage into the A site for free, Boggs.
Say no more. I think this is a save call right there for me, especially given the economy on the CT side. An op and an M4, no kits, and Yenny's on the glass cannon. This is a free round for SODMG at this point. Only Momo taking damage as well. So a really strong round for the T side. And if they get 8 rounds or more, that's really going to put the pressure on Cursed Ascension. Already, the pressure is heavy on them to find more rounds on the CT side to make it a lot easier when they get to offense. But if SODMG gets 7 or 8, oh man,
Boggs. Yenny just missed on a player that was walking and wasn't even looking at him.
That is not what you want to see from the class.
Oh no!
And that is what you want to see from SODMG. Oh, that is some psychological warfare.
Wow.
That's 2 knives now into Yenny. And I think 3 rounds.
Oh man, that is savage. Now SODMG, not only have they secured a round, an ever important round, they've pretty much secured themselves a lead in this half as long as they don't drop this full anti-eco right here. Nice shot from Penny to open up the round. He's tapping away. He knows they're unarmored. He knows they're all here now as well. And, okay. Loses his life, but he's pretty much secured the round, and there's virtually no chance they're going to get any weapons out of this one. They don't know exactly where Zebra is. And now they've officially gotten the lead. If they finish with 9 rounds right here, Boggs, that would be a disaster for Cursed Ascension.
9-6 on T half is pretty much almost all but guaranteeing yourself a win. If you drop a 9-6 T half on Mirage and then you lose that game, either your CT set is really weak or something's just up.
I also lean that.
Look at the buy from Cursed.
Yeah, definitely. We'll talk about that in a second. Right, there's action towards the middle. It's going to be Magister finding only 1 between the 2 kills found by SODMG. That's gotten them so much control. Now Curse Ascension, they're not quite sure where to readjust their numbers. Salsa's alone. Excuse me, that's not Salsa. That's Zebra. He's alone towards the B side. He's going to play the jump spot. That's it. That's all the control that they have. They have no control of A ramp. There's no way to even adjust and push into the A ramp side or into T spawn. So they're playing blind completely, hoping that SODMG just walks into them. That's all they can do.
SODMG does seem to be never mind. I was going to say they seem to be favoring the A bomb site, but now they seem to be walking into Zebra's domain. He's pushing his way up apps, but if he would have stayed kitchen, that would have been a much more deadly egg. Actually, never mind. Oh, Carson coming up from underpass stairs has just about saved SODMG's. Even though he did get traded out, he gave them all the information. He got the kill, or he didn't get the kill, but allowed that kill. And he allows this round to happen for SODMG as Momo cleans up shop against Salsa. A 9-6 half on T-side Mirage. What more can you really say about it?
Yeah, this was going to be my point earlier, right? Is I find that at this level of play, you know, kind of below the professional level, kind of just slightly below, you know, the upper echelon of the semi-pro as well. I find this map to be sometimes very T-sided, and it's a super slippery slope. And I have a really strong intuition here that Curse will bring this back here on this T side and make this a lot more competitive than it looked on the first half. But let's see how this unfolds. No utility starting off towards the B side. They're gonna go 5 men, looking to overwhelm. Stamina's all by himself, and he has no way to stop this. Only a smoke in hand, no armor, nothing.
If he can find a kill, that would be huge. But instead, he finds a bullet to the head. And now the B side is wide open. The retake will, of course, be an effect on the pistol round. No real reason to save. And SODMG trying to retake the B site, one of the harder sites to retake. Are just finding... Actually, never mind. They found 2 in return. And now the site is going to open up a little bit more. But Ayumi is now stuck with a nigh impossible task of taking down 2 with 8 HP. There is a kit, but he still has to worry about Zebra just above him. Not to mention Yenny from back site. He's been heard. He's been spotted. The time now is ticked just below the critical limit. And although Ayumi will find the nice shot on the Yenny, actually he finds both. Still not going to equal a round win for SODMG. So the pistol round is a great start for Cursed Ascension to claw their way back into this map. That's a great start.
Absolutely. I have to say, though, that was really good movement there from Ayumi. Just perfectly able to kind of isolate these players with his movement. That's really good work from him. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to find the kit, and the smoke was used up earlier by Stamina, so nothing for him to even attempt right there. First Ascension, picking up the important round, and it's really all that matters. They have rifles now. They have some weapons to go along with that, but look at SODMG. They have 3 scouts, a deagle, a 5-7 on the full buy right here. Except Ayumi's only scouted up. But they get some tags off here, Boggs. That could be really scary. Or if the headshots...
That's a way to tag somebody down. The headshot will eliminate chance. A nice nade will take Zebra down to 60. So there's 3 players here on Cursed Ascension who are 1 shots with the scout. That is some massive damage by SODMG. Penny is quite low, but other than that, this could actually end up going the favor of the CT side. I was going to make a joke of how the 3 scouts made it look like we're playing Dust 2, but if it ain't broke, if it works, there's nothing really you can make fun of.
It's always something really fun to watch, right? When someone has a really sick scout. Like if you're confident with a scout, if you hit those shots, you can really turn it around. And we saw that with Brax in the finals of Winners League. He just popped off. Actually, semifinals, excuse me, not quite the finals. Yeah, he was popping off with a scout. Right now, Ayumi's found himself 1 as well. So now it's a 5 versus 3. Not only that, but the bomb's up here as well. So the numbers are quickly arriving. It's just a matter of time. Ayumi hits another nice shot, but Zebra and Yenny are both able to follow up. At least make this competitive, make this doable for themselves, or manageable rather. But now they're stuck towards market. They have no way out, and they need to wait for Momo.
One thing to note, though. The player that died first, Magister, was the player who wasn't a one-shot by a scout, but it doesn't really matter when the MAC-10s are charging in. Never mind, it does! As Carson will take down Zebra with the body shot, and Yenny is oh so low, and Momo has armor and a Galil. The AK will have to sing true, and it finds 2! Nice shots from Yenny. That first one to Momo was nice. And the second shots onto Carson rather, will secure the round. Although that was very, very scary for Cursed Ascension. That could have gone so wrong for them.
Definitely. I just want to know who that player was running around jumping in the middle of sight instead of just trying to just stay stationary on the ground and actually hit a shot onto a previously scattered player. But I'm not going to call him out just yet. It seems like Curse Ascension are setting up for the B set piece, and it's going to be a full rush towards the big open B site. Nothing's here. Bomb will be planted shortly, and the numbers are making their way over. It's going to be through Cat, through Market, and one on the flank.
This is going to be some MAC 10 farm for Cursed Ascension, though, as Carson will be able to take one down. The rest of the kills going the way of Cursed Ascension. One on the AK in the hands of Yenny. And Stamina and Penny, I guess they're just going to try and go for exits at this point. Not much else you can do. And now it's just Penny on a P250. The backstab is coming in from Magister. He's been heard. And actually this position here in the cubby might yield a kill. He does get cleared, however. And Magister will add a little bit of economy to his bank. 600 in cash thanks to that kill. But now we start the real part of this half, Roy. Gun rounds number 1. Here we go.
Not only gun run number 1, but we're tied up. This is a fresh game on our hands right now, Boggs. It could go either way from here. Let's see how it unfolds. SODMG, they've picked up the weapons. AWP, M4, they're starting off with mid control, but there's no one home. It's all towards the A site, all legs in one basket. The player triple needs to make sure that he can survive long enough for the reinforcements to re-arrive right here. Early HE comes out, there's a bit of damage. South's taking a lot in return. I think he just got shot inside the palace. It seems like Cursed Ascension are trying to make their way through the smoke, but they're actually getting stopped dead in their spot.
That was a really good pre-fire there from Penny to anticipate the stairs push. But Zebra and Yenny are taking down 2 to trade it back. Bomb will go down at the very least, but as the smoke fades, so will the chances of Curse. A 16 HP Sasa will be the final one to fall. And Penny with the triple. Some great work from him. And SODMG will get double digits first and get their lead back.
Some AK upgrades as well. They have that. The money on Cursed Ascension, I think, yeah, they're definitely in the buy territory. Yenny could easily drop a weapon over right here. They could even pick up an AWP if they want, but they're going to go with the SG. And, yep, just a single SG. Let's see what they're up to. It's going to be smoke towards mid. I think it's a window smoke already off. No, it's a top mid smoke, excuse me, and a window smoke. Okay, so going for the wild spray. I respect it.
Zebra's getting pushed up. Momo and Carson going in. Momo will fall. Carson will take 2, though. Zebra and then Yenny going for the trade will meet his maker. But Salsa will avenge his mate. 3v3. But Salsa has taken so much damage by Carson, who is doing so much for SODMG. And Stamina will drop Salsa in the end. Magister down to 10 HP as well. And the chances are dwindling as Chance is the only guy with any sort of HP to work with. He does have the gun. The SG, arguably the best rifle in the game as well. And he goes. He takes down 1, but Stamina will trade out in return. And the man advantage will stay in the favor of SODMG. The bomb, however, will go down over towards A. Penny should be able to hear this and realize that it is the A site. And Magister's about to walk right into his crosshair. Penny flicks over, upgrades to the AK, 2 upgrades to the AK for SODMG. And 11 rounds now on the board for the CT side. That was a little bit of a scrappy round, but a win is a win in the end.
A win is definitely a win. I think with a bomb plant, they might be able to justify the force buy if they decide to chase the money. And this would be a really good time to strike, because, I mean, SODMG, yeah, they picked up a couple rounds in a row, but by no means are they out of that financial hole just yet. Gonna have to be weapons dropped over here. It's gonna weaken their economy even further. But it seems like Cursed Ascension are not comfortable with the force buy. They're just gonna go for the safe route. They're gonna go with pistols. They're gonna go with some armor, a bit of utility to open up their options here in terms of map control. Exactly what they're up to, because right now it seems like they're making their way underpass, not quite committed to that upper B. Maybe they're trying to gain control of that window. I mean, last time they kind of got abused in that window position. Maybe they're trying to do the same back to SODMG.
Ayumi on Cat with the op, though, should be the first point of contact, and indeed he is. And the first kill will go the way of SODMG. And now Connector is turned into a meat grinder. Penny and Stamina spraying down the unarmored pistols. And Salsa will find himself the last alive for Cursed Ascension. SODMG are ascending ever closer to map 1 victory here on Moran.
Okay, Salsa, see what you got. So 1 versus 5. I mean, that man doesn't have any armor, no utility. He's just made a step by accident. I think they know he's here now. The flashbang comes out. He's been spotted, and
TK.
Okay. Not something they can afford right now, but it's okay. They're 3 rounds up. 4 rounds away from that finish line, Boggs.
Carson wanted to even out the kill counts a little more. He had more kills, and he was tied with Ayumi. He wanted to even it out a little more and spread the wealth.
Let Ayumi feel good. He's top fragging, you know? Easy. Give him some confidence. Okay.
Got to pause here.
Hey, I like it.
Yeah, it's called by Curse as well. So definitely taking advantage of the timeout system in place, something that you and I both harp a lot. We have through the course of this Winners League season. And it's good to see teams using those timeouts, those tools that are in place to help them recover from a little bit of slide. So props to Cursed Ascension. Good work for using the timeout. I applaud you.
Well, that's hopefully they're making it a productive timeout. Discuss their plan of attack. They have the full weapons. They have pretty much the entire arsenal that they need. No matter whether the strats line up and the shots line up. Where they head here. I'm really curious to see if they change. I'm even curious to see if the CT side will change how they're approaching the defense as well. I mean, they have full utility. They have full kits. If they want to contest, they can. If they want to fight mid, they can as well. The Molotov does not extinguish the smoke correctly, so that's gap lost. But Ayumi goes forward into their faces on towards the A ramp, but they are only able to go 1 for 1, and now the jig is up. Curse has been spotted. They know exactly what they're up to. It's just a matter of whether SODMG can adjust their numbers quickly enough, or if Curse Ascension decides to commit. But it seems like they're actually going to fall back and retreat, maybe reposition. They have control towards middle. They can easily funnel back into that part of the map.
It's a good call from Cursed Ascension. One thing to note too, Carson was there to help bail out his teammate Ayumi on the op, and Carson was actually unable to get a kill there. I feel like if Carson got a kill, that was round 4 SODMG. But right now, it's anyone's game as Cursed Ascension are making the right move and really spreading out again, using the time to their advantage and trying to mix things up. Penny, I think he would have wanted to go aggressive, but he got team flashed instead. But look at this double push up in apps. But the damage goes the way of Cursed Ascension as Zebra takes Momo down to a paltry 8 HP. And now this is where things are going to get a little scary, though. They've been spotted twice in a row. They have to make a decision because time is running out.
Yeah, this is such a good call from Cursed Ascension, right? They get spotted upper B. They're going to have a feeling SODMG is going to keep their numbers there. Now they're regrouping back towards the A site where the defenses are ripe. This is the right time to strike. The connector's open completely. That's going to be the pivot point. It's just a matter of finding out where they are. Penny is able to get one, but he goes beneath instead of into the palace side. Now he's isolated on site, and he can't find anything. And that's going to be passage onto the A site available for Cursed Ascension, but they've lost Zebra in exchange for that. Stamina going for the wild spray. It's doing some damage, but the bomb is still planted, and both players are coming in from the con. But Cursed Ascension's not aware of this fact just yet, Boggs.
No, they're not. I think they might have figured it out by now, but Chance is ready for players coming up the stairwell. They line up, though. Momo, 8 HP versus 7 HP. Whoever gets the first shot off will most likely win it, and it is Chance to capitalize on the opportunity. Cursed Ascension will be able to strike right back, but that was very, very scary, especially, and I believe it was... I want to say it was Salsa who went down on site first. I thought that SODMG were going to have that one in the bag. They just didn't spread out. They didn't play off of each other properly and allowed Chance to take that chance and run with it.
Right, yeah, I mean, you have to kind of give credit to Chance, though. He was able to isolate those targets perfectly using that default box, which is a great position to find those isolated targets. And, I mean, he capitalized off that completely. Now, Cursed Ascension, they are going to go for the... You know, muster up whatever they can. It's going to be Umps and AK-47s. Penny with the deagle. And Ayumi as well. They find one each, and it's going to weaken the offense. And Penny finds yet another shot, and he's going for more. He's not satisfied just yet. Salsa is able to return not only on 1, but 2 players. Now the A side is open for business. They have Molotovs. They have utility. They can slow down SODMG right here. Take their time. Get that bomb planted, or at least figure out where SODMG is while they still have time on the clock. They spotted one player towards spawn. They know the other one's towards window, so now they know exactly the direction of attack here for SODMG.
That was a saucy shot by Salsa onto the ticket booth player, but Chance has just dropped the bomb in the open, and this is a massive opportunity for SODMG as now they have the objective point, and Salsa is so low, 21 HP, a deagle on a 5-7 in the hands of the CT side. Walking right into the pistols. Momo spotted him out. And Stamina's retreated back towards Khan. He swings out, spots out the body. Does not need to peek and risk his life. Going for the information, trying to delay. And the wood wall will shield him for now. As Momo and Stamina both here. Shots ringing through. Dealing a lot of damage. But a 5-7 spray will eventually take Salsa out of the round. SODMG will strike back.
Jesus.
The force up works. And... It's a bit of a rough one to lose for Cursed Ascension.
Wow, that was there was so much happening in that round. That was insane. I mean, that was going back and forth, and I'm a little surprised that I forget who was alive there and towards the end right there. But I'm really surprised he didn't just take his time, reload his weapon, make sure he has that rifle up against the Deagles who were pretty much unarmored and wounded. I mean, he didn't really need to force that with the Deagle, but he chose to reload the Deagle instead of the rifle. And now it's going to be players flooding everywhere for Cursed Ascension towards the middle right here. And SODMG with the weapons, with the artillery. They're looking to pick up that 14th on the board.
They're taking a little bit of damage, but right now the round still seems to be in their favor. Penny and Stamina will take down 2. Salsa will soon follow after getting a consolatory frag onto Carson. Only 2 rounds separate SODMG from taking this map. It is their pick, which is important to keep in mind. But most importantly, going up 1-0 into Nuke.
I mean, again, this is SODMG's map pick, so I imagine they're coming in full confidence right here. But look at the culture difference already between both these teams. Double op setup, up as early as possible here for SODMG. Time allows, nice smoke and shot by Stamina. That's a really well played call, I have to say. Ayumi on Cad, they didn't expect that one. He finds himself the 2nd kill onto Chance, who has now been punished. Magister comes through the smoke and somehow wins that duel up against Carson. That's eliminated the A anchor, so now there's a lot of pressure on SODMG to pick up the pieces. But Magister, he's in full control of this site. He's drawing attention to his direction. He's pulling that rotator off B as well. And Cursed Ascension, this might be the right time to strike B and take over while there's only 1 player there.
They've thrown the lure into the water. And SODMG have taken the bait. Cursed Ascension, all they have to do is set the hook and reel it in. Magister, however, will eat a nade in return. And Momo's in a great position with the SG to hit some heads. And Zebra will be the first of his potential many victims. But Yenny will be b-hopping away through apps, trying to regroup, figure out what to do next with the 52 seconds on the clock, as Magister has met his maker as well. 1v4 to stave off map point. Not a situation I think anyone would want to be in here. He does have a smoke and a flash. I think that is pretty much all he has.
Yeah, and I think at this point in time, he's probably contemplating the save. I mean, even if he gets the bomb down, I don't even think they get fully equipped. But if he goes towards A and doesn't get that bomb planted, not only will they not have enough money for a buy, but they also won't have any rifles. They'll have to at least go glass cannon on some of the players, drop over some rifles to the teammates. But I think the safe call here is probably the best bet for Yenny. Yeah, the team doesn't get as much money, but I think at least they guarantee 1 AK on the board here with utility.
I mean, even look at the situation, the positionings from SODMG. I mean, what's the chances he even gets the bomb down, too?
Right, exactly. All right. But the worst feeling is probably forfeiting that round leading up to match point. Right now, they have several attempts to close this off here in regulation. They have 5 rounds, 5 attempts. They have the double op setup. They have a lot of money in the bank, so gun rounds will be back-to-back. No problems there. Now they look to finish up the game right here, right now. And it seems like T-side are setting up for that A execute. Cursed Ascension, they have utility, they have the smokes, they have the mollies and the flashes, and they're going to try their luck on the A site. And this is the right time. There's only 1 player defending here.
Well, I mean, he does have help from Penny over on the stairwell. And actually, Penny's going to get the first bit of damage. The halter amount to Magister, who will end up taking Penny down, as Chance will eliminate Carson. And Stamina is going to try and stay alive and do some damage. The op finds one. Does not do enough damage, and Zebra will be able to escape from behind Ticket. A very deadly position to be in. But he will escape with his life intact. Momo and Ayumi are coming on in, and Momo is going to be able to take down Magister, who just got caught off looking the wrong way, but there's still Chance, who looks around the wrong way as well to dodge the flash, but did not reset his vision in time. Momo's found 2. Stamina has gone down. We get a 3rd for Momo, though, and Ayumi has spotted out Zebra. They know where he is, but Zebra on the last round of the mag will eliminate Ayumi on the stairs, and Cursed Ascension stay alive by the skin of their teeth.
I'm sorry. What? You're gonna swing top stairs with a USP when you have an op on your back? I think maybe they made a call that he was wounded or something. I have to say that wasn't it, Chief. I mean, I'm getting text messages, calls from the Chief, and he's definitely saying that wasn't it. A double op setup is operational once again for SODMG, but this is the full investment. Cursed Ascension, 1 gun round away from breaking the economy for SODMG, and at that point, it might be fair game for both of these teams. The Molotov missing the upper exactly, but Momo goes wide. He finds a kill and the opening damage. And Yayumi is able to answer back. Chance burns himself alive. That's a straight up 1G.
That is unfortunate to say the least, and Salto's in an even more unfortunate situation. The 1v3, and it's not to be. First map, their pick goes the way of SODMG 16-11. What a way to end this game, though. The last couple rounds were definitely some Hauser.
Yeah, I mean, that was what they call a blunder. Now, I hear all the commentators using that word now. A blunder. That was, in fact, a blunder. That was a back and forth. I mean, at one point, at 9-9, I truly had no idea how it was go. My intuition was leaning, SODMG. It is their map pick. It is their, their home turf. And they came out on top 16-11. So props to them. Really well played right there on the CT side. I have to say the double op setup was pretty much uncontested, but now we're going to be going up for Curse Ascension's map pick on Nuke. That's going to be an interesting map. That's coming up next. That's coming up in a few minutes, so stay tuned. Listen to some DJ spin that. Never again, but we'll be back soon. That's all that matters. Counter-Strike will resume.
Today's broadcast is brought to you by VBet. Play responsibly. And by